tutoke kwa Twitter Spaces and online. I agree with him completely. Ndio maana umeona nikienda kwa villages, nikienda mashinani. Kama sasa ile place nilikuwa leo inaitwa Karura. Huko ni kama mwisho ya Kenya. Huko ukifika huko ujue kweli umeingia mashinani, because it's like interior kabisa. This is what I like to tell him. Unajua kuorganize watu lazima tuwe na organization. Like lazima tuwe tumeregister kitu ndio tuorganize watu. Hiyo kitu yenye tunaregister haiwezi kuwa kampuni. Na hiyo kitu tunaregister haiwezi kuwa NGO. Hiyo kitu tunaregister lazima ikuwe ni chama. Na hiyo chama sio mali yangu, it's not my property or personal property. Hiyo ni kitu na waregistia like you are, kwa sasa mtakubali niite baba as you are jina baba ilitumika vibaya as now a leader in this movement. Hiyo ni kitu nataka mnitrust, ni waorganizie hiyo kitu. Mimi mnikubalie tu ni organize mawakili, ni register hiyo kitu, ni wape ikue yenu, nyinyi muitake it up. Sasa kama uko Embu, tufungue ofisi ya Embu ya hiyo party. Sasa kwa hiyo ofisi ya Embu support inatoka kutoka kwa main office Nairobi na kuja kwa ofisi ya Embu, na pia mimi nakuja na join watu wa Embu, alafu tunapiga grassroots. So juu kuna ofisi Embu, ni easy kucoordinate watu wa Embu na kuraise leaders kutoka kwa grassroots juu wako na their local offices na wanajipanga kivyao. I think that is the best way tunaweza organize hiyo kitu, na tunaweza anza kuraise watu kutoka kwa grassroots ndio tuweze kuwa na watu in every ward, in every constituency and in every county, ili upate hii kitu yenye Morara anafanya, upate sio mimi peke yangu naifanya. Kuna wa Kenya every corner of the country wanafanya vile something. That is why sijaitaka hii kitu ikuwe my personal property ama ikuwe Morara pekee ndiye anafanya. As you can see, I always try to encourage you. Try, ni copy, just copy me. Hata usifikiria ati nitasema wewe una copy kazi yangu. No. Ile yenye nafanya hiyo kitu, do your own version. Ama kama kuna vile unaweza ifanya differently, do it. Kubadilisha Kenya. So I agree with him that we need to organize better, and the only organization that I know that can defeat bad governance is a party. Lakini kama mko na another structure yenye mnaona iko better, mnaweza ni inform, itakubali kucorrectiwa. But so far vile mimi naiona is, if you want to organize
Yes, unapotea. Is everyone else hearing him? Anapotea.
Internet.
So internet.
Continue as I sort it out.
All right. So as we give him time, I guess Jimmy ako hapa. Jimmy, what do you have to say? Na watu wa diaspora, what are you guys doing to support us? I guess you're in good position to answer me that question.
Asante sana Shiko. Sijui kama mnanisikia. Am I audible?
Nakusikia.
Oh, thank you very much. Mimi kwanza nilikuwa nataka nishukuru our leader, Honorable His Excellency, our candidate, Morara Kebaso. Thank you so much for the courage. What you're doing is something that is very recommendable, and I want you to know that we are supporting you. They usually say, and I'll say this in Swahili, mti mwenye matunda ndio utupwa jiwe. So when you see these insults and these allegations and ABCD, just ignore them. That should actually encourage you, knowing that there is something good in you that they are trying to distract us from. Shiko and the villager, and a majority of you guys, you are doing something very commendable, supporting such an idea that it's very rare to find. What I can say is that I have listened from last week conversation of what's going on, what we need, and I think the speakers before me have actually said it the way it is. First of all, yes, we do need a party that is ours, our own, a party that will enable our candidate to actually go to the ballot without getting shortchanged. That is something that we need to support. It's good that our candidate is also a lawyer, so we should trust what he's actually giving us. He has actually stated here that he's going to organize a chain of lawyers to help in that process. Ours is to fund it. Now, what will the diaspora do? And that's what I really want to address tonight. I want our candidate to know, one, that we do need to put structure. Morara for president, and this I would say this. There are so many people in this forum today that are willing to support. Most of them maybe don't know how to do it. What I would recommend is this. Safari has actually given something very unique, and that is actually what I really wanted to speak on. I feel like what Safari is doing, it's something that we all need to do, because our two main things is to have a party, which is on the process, and the second thing is the weapon, which is the ID. I will recommend Shiko and the village. I think the villager, you did speak on that. I would suggest that we have somebody at our office that is specifically in charge of the registration. I would suggest that the diaspora, together with Safari, be able to channel specific funding that will go towards that registration fund. We shouldn't leave it only to Safari. We need to help Safari, Mama Safari. Thank you so much for that. We need to help you be able, because there is a lot of people who have lost either their ID or need to get one. They just have never found a reason. And I'll remind you guys, the Obama time, and this, I actually take it like Morara time. The Obama time, people were energized. From the people that I speak with, people are energized. And one of the reasons why people are energized is that because this Gen Z has not tried. Si mwanamke, si Mkikuyu, si Mkisii, si Mkamba. These are people who want to help this country go back to where it was and where it's meant to be. So I want us to do this. I want us to engage the diaspora. Next week, the office will be open. We do need to have contacts from people from Australia, people from Canada, people from the US, people from Germany. They are willing to give 200-300 shillings that can be able to enable this idea. We should not let diaspora be left aside. We need to be a part of this country. Kenya ni home. Kenya ni home ya sisi sote. And we should, some of us may not be able to be on the ground to be showing. There was Philip, I think you mentioned this, that there was a call for demonstration that was called. Nobody showed up. You know, this is where the diaspora will come in. If we can't show up there, then we can give money to support that, to support those who are willing to even go out. So hiyo ndio mimi nilikuwa naongezea Shiko. I thank you very much, and I want our president and our candidate to understand that he is a gold. People are going to throw stones at him. Ignore that and keep the eye on the ball. Focus. And that focus will be us helping you achieve this idea. And you did say something very good, by the way. Those ones of us here who are lawyers, help. Those ones of us who are IT, Saidia. Those ones who can a printing farm, you can share about 100, printouts, share. That is how, you don't have to give money. That is how we can, and one thing I support our candidates, one thing, we need to copy the United States or these other countries' model. Instead of us wanting Morara to fund this campaign, we need to be the one giving Morara the money so that we can hold him accountable. Once you put money on a candidate, then you will be interested to know what is he doing for you or for the country. And so, Morara, we are going to give you money. We want to support you, and we want you to keep your eye focused, like where you are today. Keep going to those remote areas. The village is where this message need to go. Someone said that we need to get you, but with the technology now, we can do both. We can keep on these spaces here to encourage ourselves, but also this is the only way that we can also get the masses. Morara, you are doing very good in going to these radio shows. We need the word to be out there. I don't want to give other time people to speak, and I'm sorry I've spoken for long. It's not usually something which I like, but this is my first time doing this, and I really wanted to pass this across. Shiko and the villager, please let's engage. Let's see how we can get the diaspora involved. And those ones who are in the diaspora, we need that office to give us a channel that we can actually...
He has really spoken well with regards to the role that the diaspora can play. I've been having a very difficult time trying to engage with the diaspora because there are so many. I cannot call all of them. I'm not able to pick all their calls, and it becomes a disjointed process. But I have so many contacts of diaspora people. In fact, I have more than 200 contacts of people who live majorly in the United States, in Canada, in Australia, in Switzerland, in Germany, in UK, in Italy, who would like to support the movement. The reason I've been saying let's have a party is so that I can have people help me, because if we have a party, then we have departments. We have the technology department, whose work is to make sure we have good technology, we have functioning systems, we have a website, we have a member registration system, we have a civic education management system, and so on and so forth. Then we can also have a media team that is, very functional, a Facebook channel that is very functional, so that this media team keeps posting good content, and somehow from that content, because content huwa inalipa, we can get some money even to pay the workers at the office, kulipa receptionist, kulipa watchman, kulipa cleaner, kulipa typist, and so on and so forth. So the money we can make from online content inaweza saidia kulipa workers in the office. Apart from that, we may need a department for finance and resource mobilization. So now, finance and resource means they can raise cash, but they can also raise kind or gift, because there are people who will not give cash, but they will give gifts. For example, I have someone at Kituo cha Sheria who is willing to give us several copies of the Constitution, so that wakati tunaenda kwa civic education tours, tunapeana Constitution freely to the citizens ili waende wakasome. That is a really important thing, kwa sababu wa Kenya 90% hawajasoma katiba, na ndio maana hawajui ile uongozi ambayo wanafaa kuitisha. Kuna watu wenye hawata support in terms of cash, but they are available, so they make themselves available to compensate for their non-contribution in cash. So they are able to give what we call human capital. They are willing to come and be volunteers and to support this journey. Au wenye wanaweza kuja wakue volunteers, wavae t-shirt ama reflect ama whatever ya chama, waende kwa ground wafanye civic education. That too is a contribution. It may not be monetary. In fact, it's more than monetary, because this person is giving himself or herself. Ofisi itakuwa mahali ya maana sana, na huko kwa ofisi tunahitaji watu wa integrity. Uzuri wale watu ambao wanafanya kazi nao saa hii ni watu ambao nimewaamini. I believe in you, Villager. I believe in Shiko, and I have a team of so many people. I have a team of Joshua Okayo, who is Wakili. He is currently the president of the Kenya School of Law. I have Wakili Solonka Pareno, a Masai from Oloitoktok, who is doing an exceptional job. I have a gentleman called Melvin Odhiambo, who is doing an exceptional job. He is a marketing expert. I have a IT expert called Ramogi. He's doing an excellent job. There's a lady called Farida Kamau. She's doing an excellent job. So niko na team ya watu naamini na najua wako competent. Tayari mlishani finance nikanunua office furniture. Of course sina kila kitu, but niko na zile vitu basics za kuanza nazo. So office yetu from this week will be very functional, and people like this who want to support like the diaspora, let's have a specific office yenye inaitwa Diaspora Affairs. Hata isikuwa ati kila mtu anadeal na diaspora, tuwe tuna mtu specific, office specific, hiyo ina deal na Diaspora Affairs. Kazi yake ni identify people in the diaspora, getting their contacts, putting them together into a WhatsApp group or into a Telegram group, engaging them and discussing with them. Au watu wa diaspora hata wanaweza agree wafanyie contribution huko on GoFundMe alafu watume, or whichever way they want to do it. Then au watu wa diaspora, bado huyu mtu amesimamia Diaspora Affairs, yeye ndiye anafaa awe accountable to them, so that kama wametuma pesa na hii pesa wametuma ni ya vijana kulipiwa IDs, hiyo pesa ikishafika ikuwe accounted for shilling by shilling, isemekane ni ngapi, ikisha rekodiwa chini ni ngapi. Wale vijana wote ambao watakuwa identified kwamba hawa ni watu wako needy, hawawezi afford kulipia ID, na tusipowa support hawatapata ID, wasapotiwe na to keep list yao pamoja na phone numbers pamoja na location mahali wanapatikana, tutume back to the diaspora, ili wale watu wa diaspora waone kazi pesa yao ilifanya, na hata wao wenyewe wakitaka kupigia watu simu wawapigie simu wa confirm. If we have that level of transparency, I can assure you most Kenyans will be willing to support, and we will get more support than we even think we can get. So kitu ya kwanza, we need a structure. Kitu ya pili, we need a dedicated office for Diaspora Affairs. Kitu ya tatu, we need transparency and accountability. Alafu kitu ya nne, let's encourage more people to come on board and support. That way tutakuwa tumejenga mashini yenye hata Ruto afanye nini hawezani nayo. It will be a very lethal machine.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Shikona zaongeza something.
Yes.
Yes, I'll be very quick, by the way. I just forgot to mention this, and our president, I may mention you in part. I wanted us to, what I raised is we need a party, and then we need to register these GNCs. Most of them don't have ID. But I also forgot to mention one thing. This party, remember, we're going to need to have 24 out of the 47 counties. We need to have offices there. I wanted to also put this in this proposal, that this registration can be actually very effective on the ground, in the village. Kama tuko na ofisi moja in, for example, I come from Kisii County. If we have one office in Kisii County, unajua itasaidia in registration of itamikifika ya voters registration. Those offices can also be used to get this data, those folks, the GNCs who need this help. Not everyone from Embu will come to Nairobi to give this information. Yes, they can do it online, but a lot of them hawana hizi simu za mlika mwizi, so they don't have this access to what we have. So nilikuwa nataka tu encourage, as we also register in the party, these offices that we are going to be needing, they need to be funded. So maybe a department can be part of that will be in charge of opening these offices across Kenya. And then to add to our candidate, yes, we will need also the diaspora to have an office, which he just mentioned, that will help channel these funds locally here in the United States, and then forward them to the headquarters in Nairobi. I thank you.
Thank you so much, Jimmy. Jimmy, by the way, comes from Texas. is a supporter of the movement. We've had a lot of discussions with him. Thank you, Jimmy, for being here.
Hi, Jimmy. Then we can contact with you because I'm also in Texas, so we can see how we can help. And for the IT, because at this point, you know, guys, mambo ya IT, munatumia internet gani? I think I would prefer you guys you be on Starlink, because that's one of the vehicles that mutakuwa hacked. If you need help setting up that and funds on that, we are willing also to pitch on that, so that we can have good structures where nobody will hack whatever we are doing. Then also we need to think of in terms of ICT, we need to see what in the platforms that like the emails. Let's open an email whereby in case of anything, Nancy, my name is Nancy. Nancy ameenda. Your email someone can access. And what am I trying to say? Let's come up with if we open an account with GoDaddy or AWS, we open emails, communication emails through these channels, so that there is that continuity in case of anything. Knock on the wood, Nancy yuko hapo. Someone else can be able to go and reset the password and check on the emails which are pending or whatever the funds are coming in, information, and continue with that. So if you guys you are thinking about in terms of this ICT, I would highly recommend musieke hizi servers ziko Kenya, because you have seen people not everyone is genuine, and it's very easy for you guys to be compromised. Let's try to open with servers zenye ziko nje. Don't host anything hata ikikuwa hiyo political party. Musi host anything which is Kenya, Europe, some part of Europe, but you have to find AWS. It's not easy to hack. Let me tell you, it's pricey, and we as diasporas, we are here to help where we can with whatever will be needed. Jimmy, please kindly get in touch with me. I'm also in Texas, and see what we can do in terms of support in Kenya. Thank you.
Patrick, you were saying something?
Yes. I was saying, I was just appreciating Nancy and telling her that we don't have an internet yet, so we will appreciate Starlink a lot. We will.
What's the cost?
I think of village on that one you're wrong.
Nilikuwa nafikiria ile nyingine ni ya kutembea kwa barabara.
Hapana, nimenunua Starlink, iko pale kwa ofisi, ni vile nilileta wakati ushaondoka on Friday evening.
Oh, sawa. Fantastic.
So Jimmy and Nancy, you can rely us on that. Mtu support penye mtaweza. Let me take the mic to CEO, then to Jenzi Asebri, then to Kienda Ivo. CEO, what do you have to say?
I'm very excited. Kwanza, good evening. Our President, His Excellency Morara Kebaso, thank you so much for even availing yourself to be our leader, our patron. Yes, our patron. Thank you so much. Ranger 254, thank you so much for the coordination. Shiko, thank you so much. This evening, of course, my slogan has always been ID and voters card is a now thing. If it's not now, it's an immediately now thing. Na ikienda hivyo. And today I want to challenge us on another thing. We must come up with very, very unique ideas on after registration especially. No, but of course, His Excellency, our President, is already working on the party. We as young people, I'm not young by the way, but we as young people, we must come up with a method that we wanna penetrate each and every ward. We don't need to use the old ways. We don't need to use them completely. Is we sit down and this works for this word. This works for this word. We are young, we're enterprising, we are everything. We don't need to use any old method to penetrate any constituency. They have used what you have seen. Yes, they have bought people. Yes, they have used their billions. We don't need to borrow a thing from them. It is we put our hands together. We have innovations, creativity. The best way we repackage and repackage ourselves to the people. Everything new. Just the way you can see, we are learning from our president that it can be done. He went out there to go and look for projects that were launched, launching them. That is something new. Even the CC has never done. Nobody has ever taken this bold step. Now, it is in the same spirit and the motto. We want to go to everyone and the constituency and the county in this country. We must sit down and think about the unique creativity. I don't know if you're getting me. It must be we are going to those villages in another beautiful way. I have several ideas. I have maybe one idea, but I want to share with it here. At least I have people saying Kenya, the way a slogan like Kenya ni home imeleta shinda, sitaki, because that is not even a slogan anyway, Kenya ni home. But I think I have one, but I'm calling upon, even mine can be challenged. That one that I have can be challenged by you. Because I want to challenge you, come up with those unique ideas. We are not using any model that is old. We are using only the very best in the market, and it will come from the Gen Z's ways of thinking that attracts everybody. Even if we say we have a meeting in the village, they all come. Even the old now come. Yeah? And then niliwaambia population the Gen Z's alone and the millennials is able to get any seat anywhere in this country because the population statistics do not lie. Okay? Thank you so much. Next time I'll speak on something else. Today I wanted to come up with the creativity bit so that we repackage and repackage ourselves. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Nimeshukuru sana.
Wow. CEO, thank you so much. Feel free to contact the villager or our president.
Chiko,
Yes,
you can just give me 1 minute. 1 minute.
Yes.
Go ahead, please. Then we give other people the opportunity to meet His Excellency, our President.
All right.
Number one, I would like to appreciate our President. Nimwambie chenye amefanya Embu, tumeshukuru sana. And sisi tutaendelea kumsupport on these platforms, haswa hizi za TikTok. Na kama unaweza nichukulia Malcolm hapo chini, na kijana mwingine amejiita Dula. I think I'm done. Thank you very much, Chiko.